Well, this is the day a lot of small businesses who send their smaller packages to the U.S. have been dreading. It's because they no longer will be allowed to ship their goods to the U.S. duty-free. Up until today, packages worth up to $800 U.S. were allowed to ship duty-free, but not anymore. Small businesses could now be hit with a duty of up to $200. Many owners say that's going to have a serious impact on their bottom lines, and they fear sales will drop off or they'll have to increase their prices.
Hey, I need to share something that is super upsetting and affecting my shop, along with a lot of other small creators as well. Until yesterday, shipping this little envelope to the US costed me $1.88. Now today, it's costing me $7.50 for the exact same thing. Why? Because as of August 29th, the US removed their $800 exemption on duties. This means that all international orders now need to pay import duties, even if it's only a few dollars. Small businesses like mine, where most of the listings are under $10, are getting hit very, very hard. Buyers are now paying shipping fees that nearly match the price they're paying for the product. As you can guess, most buyers don't want to pay those fees, which means a lot of small businesses will be impacted. As of now, I'm doing everything I can to find better prices. However, I do just want to say thank you for sticking with me during these really hard times. And if you are based in the US, please, I strongly urge you to contact your local reps, as this isn't just impacting small businesses, this is impacting you guys. You guys are the ones stuck paying these fees. Thank you so much for supporting Handmade, as it truly means the world.
Obviously, as a Canadian business, I am from Ottawa. We ship from Toronto, but 60% of our customers are American. I have built this business from day one, the ground up. I'm so proud of everything I've done, but this is gonna destroy me, and it will destroy many other businesses I know. Being a Canadian business is obviously hard, but what we've always had on our side is our basically trade with America. We have high shipping in Canada. We also have high exchange rate with the US dollar, which is what you trade internationally with. So now, basically, they are cutting off our ability to sell to the US. Sure, people might still buy, but they're going to buy a lot less. And what are small Canadian businesses supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? I've thought a lot about all the options, really. You stop selling to the US, that's an option, but 60% of my business is from there. I don't know if I'd survive. You can move your warehousing to the US, but that comes with crazy cost, and also just in general, it's just not that easy to do. So I'm sitting here and I just don't know what to do, because as I said, I've worked so hard for this business and it's being taken away because of something that I have no control over. Obviously, I'm a Canadian. I didn't vote Republican. I am not a Republican. I would never vote for Trump. I would never. Ew. And now we're all being punished because misinformed people voted for something and they didn't even know what they were voting for. And now the US is being punished and Canada is being punished. And what are we all supposed to do? I guess I'm just posting this maybe to find a little solidarity. I don't even know, because I don't think anyone has an answer for this. It's just super defeating, and I wish that things were different.
At least 50% of my customers are from the US, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to not ship to the US momentarily and probably for the foreseeable future, because the US has imposed a massive tariff on Canadian goods. So if you make your handmade stuff, you have an Etsy shop, a Shopify, or in my case, I have an Ecwid storefront, if you hand make stuff and you sell them, you're going to be hit with a massive tariff. And I feel like I haven't heard much about it from Canadian businesses, small businesses alike. And the only reason why I found out about this is because I was actually trying to buy something from the US. It's called the Rev Air. It's that tool that you use to blow dry your hair without any damage. And I realized that I couldn't purchase it. And so I was trying on multiple devices to be able to check out, and I wasn't able to do so. So I sent them an email and I was like, hey, I'm in Canada. I'm trying to get this. What's going on? It's not working. And they basically told me we don't ship to Canada because the tariffs are too big right now and they don't want to absorb that cost. And I'm like, damn, that really sucks. Fast forward a week and a half later, it's happening to us. So as of August 29th, but it's affecting me today because I was trying to do some orders to the US this morning and I saw that there was a notification saying I have to, fill out all these forms and do all these things and prepay for the duties basically to go to the US. So normally how it works is if you ship a product to the US, when it arrives, they might have to pay duties on it, but we were exempt from that if the item is $800 and under. So I've just been coasting and I haven't been paying duties on anything, and neither has any of my customers to my knowledge, but now all of that is changing. So I'm not trying to absorb any cost of anything because I am a very small business, emphasis on small, and I don't feel comfortable imposing that on my customers either. So unless there's a workaround that anybody knows about that they would like to share with me, I would greatly appreciate it because, like I said, 50% of my customers are from the US. So this really sucks and this is going to hit us really hard. And yeah, it's just really shitty. Like, what the hell?
Guys, this is the Minimis rule gave Canadian shops an easy way to sell to American customers. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. And guys, now the US government has ended this rule, which means every single shipment, every $20 order, every $10 order now faces taxes, duties, and new paperwork. And it makes these Canadian products more expensive for US buyers. And it's so much harder for all the small businesses to deliver. I mean, the impact is serious. Imagine a small, candle business owner, scrunchie business owner, bracelet business owner. Sales will drop because, you order a bracelet for $10, you're not going to use $20-$30 to ship it. Oh no. So US customers would not want to pay double the price for simple Canadian goods, right? And the growth will be slow. Many Canadian businesses were even planning to expand to the US and they will have to pause. They will have to rethink. Guys, what do you think about this in the comment section? Let's see what these other creators have to say.
I'm really not one to come on here and complain, but at a certain point, it's like, how can you ever win, For the past 4 months, I've been posting every single day, multiple times a day, trying to grow my brand. For those of you guys that don't know, I own a golf brand in Canada. We've recently been growing so much, and I was gearing up for the biggest drop I've ever had. The amount of videos we've had just pop off and the amount of positive feedback we've had is like insane. I was gearing up to drop this next weekend. And just yesterday, my girlfriend sent me this video talking about this new law that the US government is dropping, basically saying that anything under 800 USD is now subject to customs charges. I'd say 50% of our customers are in the States, even though we're a Canadian brand. Golf is big in the States, so we have a lot of customers over there. This goes into effect August 29th. And my drop day was August 30th. Like, it could not have worked out any worse. And had I known this was going to be a thing, I would have never done that. Obviously, I just found out about this yesterday. I've spent every single day posting 2 to 3 times a day, gearing up for this drop. We've had thousands of people join our email list and tons of people sign up for individual product notifications. I'm going to assume, just like our previous drops, 50% of these people are based in the States. And I don't know how many of these people are going to buy our drop now. I was gearing up for this to be our biggest drop ever, so this is absolutely just brutal. So if anybody has advice on what I should do, or if you're Canadian and you want to support because you obviously will not be subject to customs, this is only for people in the States. you guys have any advice, I've been looking for US fulfillment centers to help us out. If you're Canadian and you want to support, I would truly appreciate it. And even if you don't golf, send it to someone who does, because this is absolutely detrimental to our drop that I've been gearing up for. To those who still want to support and you're from the US, this is a fair warning. I'm not sure what the charge will be. I think it's based on the tariff and all this nonsense. So Canadians, you guys will need to come through here, and I would appreciate any support. If you own a business and you have any advice for me, drop it below, because I really need some advice here on what I should do. And yeah, thank you guys.
The de minimis exemption going away so bad is that it's not just a 10 to 50% tariff on products under $800 or $80 to $200 flat fee on any parcel that you buy. It's also on top of the tariffs that Trump has put on everyone. It's so crazy when Trumpers try and talk about the tariffs, being like, well, it doesn't affect me. I'm totally fine. Let's bring manufacturing to the U.S. Brother, first off, sorry to pop this bubble. They're not coming back to the U.S. They're moving to India, like Apple is planning to do. Second off, most of these tariffs have not even come into play yet. This Christmas, all you're going to be giving me is your heart, and I'm giving it away the very next day because I'm selling it for pocket change because I ain't got no fucking money. And third, sorry, I had to breathe. Japan just was added to the list of other countries that are not going to be shipping and exporting to the US for packages over $100. And you're not going to feel this or complain about it until your Midwestern wife needs more supplies for her nail tech job. Please go to your town hall, collect all the brain cells there, and just get one thought out. Just a single one. And think about this, because this is going to suck.
This is bad. This is really bad. A week ago, I posted a video about the changes to the de minimis clause. And that involves duty-free shipping to the US, something that small businesses, not only in Canada, but around the world, have relied on when it comes to servicing their US customers. And what it means is that their shipments that were valued under $800 could enter into the US without formal customs clearance. That rule goes away today. And that now means that all packages entering the US will require formal entry, which can cost anywhere from $15 to $200 to process the paperwork. It's an absolute gut punch to small businesses. Since posting that video, I've spoken to several businesses that this will absolutely decimate. My name is Lucy Quigley. I am president owner of a company called Gutter Saver Pro. It is a ladder gutter protector that is made here in Canada. And I too was relying on the de minimis exemption for shipping my product into the US. While I did also do bulk shipments, most of what I did was going in under this exemption. And small businesses are terrified. They don't know how they're going to be able to continue servicing their US customers. And when 70% of your business relies on customers in a different country, and that's going to disappear today, I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I saw one statistic where they were guesstimating, upwards of 60% of Canadian small businesses can disappear by January. I spoke to some businesses. They didn't even know how they're going to make it through the next 30 to 60 days. And especially if you look at the timing, we're just coming into September, and this is when a lot of small businesses start making that revenue, that Christmas revenue they're building up. And a lot of them make the bulk of their revenue in this time period. And that's just all simply gone away. Notably, you know who I'm not seeing anybody talk about this? I'm not seeing any politicians commenting on this at all. Whether we're talking about, the Liberals, the Conservatives, the NDP, doesn't matter. I could be wrong and I could have missed something, but I'm not seeing anybody comment on this. And when you look at how much this country, how much Canada relies on small business, I don't know how they can be not talking about this. And it's not like these numbers are going to be reflected in unemployment rates, because when you own your own business, you're not paying into EI. So, I don't even know how we're going to get a real gauge on the overall impact this is going to have. So yeah, let me know if you're a small business impacted by this, if you've found any workarounds or solutions, or if you're just looking to have another small business owner, hear you out. Canada, what are we going to do?
Honestly, this is so disheartening. But we can't just remain on one spot, right? We have to move forward. The possible way of moving forward is maybe finding new markets, right? Looking within, right inside Canada. And instead of relying on maybe US buyers only, Canadian businesses can target local customers at home, or even maybe Europe, Asia, where shipping rules can be more favorable. And another point is that adjusting shopping models, but this one can only work for large exporters, not for small businesses like candle makers, bracelets, who earn just few $100 a month because they cannot afford bulk shipping, or distributors, because their sale depends on small individual orders. And these new duties and paperwork will even make shipping little orders impossible. So adjusting their shopping model, because when I say adjusting their shipping models, either I'm saying that, okay, instead of sending small packages one by one, the business might just ship in bulk to distributors or retail partners in the US, so it lowers the per production cost. But in this way, small mini business owners cannot do this, and maybe the government can support, they can step in. Those people are just trying to make a livelihood for themselves. So for these micro businesses, maybe they can just focus on Canada first, use online marketplaces, Amazon, may handle some of the custom processes, making cross-border sales a little easier. And they can partner with other small sellers, they can team up with similar shops, they can share shipping or storage costs, just try to do something to make this work, because many of these businesses, some of them, put food on their table. So the end of this de minimis rule closes an easy door to the US market, and these small Canadian businesses will feel the pressure through lost sales and higher costs. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.